Good morning, YouTube. Well, my morning, which is generally a little bit before the sun goes down. As you see, it's kind of low on the horizon. So it's 5:16 p.m. Friday, January 28th, 2022. Oh yes, I am quickly running out of January. And it's absolutely terrifying how many January bills I have not yet paid, and I don't yet have the money to pay, especially considering that, anyway, that's kind of scary. And on top of that, a lot of it kind of came from kind of dipping into income at the beginning of January to get me through December. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get through this month. My game plan for tomorrow is still to focus on clearing out one of my storage units. It's so close. It's so close to being cleared out. I know that's going to save me around $50, and $50 certainly makes a difference. So well, for starters, sorry, I'm so not focused yet today. I overslept. I wanted to get up so much earlier. There are things I wanted to handle on the ride over to Bullock's, which, by the way, I'm headed to Bullock's, my usual Friday routine. Break down all my equipment and work on music, adding new music to my music library, karaoke, my DJ library, karaoke library. And I'm on my way to do that right now. I already checked the transit app, so I kind of got to walk briskly. As long as I keep up a brisk walk, the bus should show up, the northbound bus should show up right after I get there. Crossing my fingers, because it sucks when it shows up right before I get there. It's something that people don't fully seem to comprehend. Imagine, if you will, if you're a person who drives. I think the best analogy I can give to it is, think about how much it sucks when a light turns red right before you get to it. Speaking of which, I saw a guy this morning just accelerating his oversized truck, just romp on the gas and accelerate like crazy to make and very loudly, to not get stuck at a red light at 7th Street and Indian School early this morning. And I think he made the light. From where I was standing, it was kind of hard to see, and obviously I didn't see the light he was coming to. One thing I've definitely learned is not all traffic lights turn red in the same direction at exactly the same time. Even if he didn't get it, he was very darn close. But the reality was that the thought of being stuck at that red light was so great, and viewed by him is such an inconvenience, that he absolutely nice shopping cart full of garbage there. Oh yeah, this is the bush where the junkies love to sit and camp and smoke fentanyl. And I think it would bother me less if they would just simply clean up after themselves. It's ridiculous. As much as I like vegetation here, I'm tempted to talk to the manager here at Costco and just request that they get rid of all the bushes and simply leave the trees along this stretch, because it's pretty out of hand. Sorry, I get sidetracked. It's hard for me not to notice the things around me as I walk through them. Anyway, red lights. To that guy and to a lot of people driving, you better stop. Thank you. The time lost and wasted, and the penalty of getting stuck at a red light was so great that he had to accelerate on his gas and quickly, and He, to the point that he was really speeding by the time he flew by me at the bus stop just past the intersection. And I was very glad that I was not trying to jaywalk across that street. Granted, I have no business jaywalking across the street, but the reality is I do, and so do a lot of other pedestrians. And I do that with the, because I expect traffic on that street to be doing something resembling his speed limit of 35, as opposed to the roughly, I want to say 50, 60 the guy was doing when he passed me. Anyway, the analogy I was trying to make work, and I'm running short on time here. I hope I haven't missed my bus. I think I can kind of see it down at McDowell. I feel like I'm on time. I hit the button just because I like hitting the button. Is that people will jump the gun to not get stuck at a red light. And a red light is, what, a minute at best? Now imagine if every red light was between 30 and 40 minutes. Imagine, if you will, every red light was at 30 and 40 minutes. And even the option of turning right on red, that you could maybe do that, but you had to wait, say, 10 to 15 minutes to turn right on red. Imagine that, if you will. That's, except for the wobbly camera action, trying to get my mask on. That's what it feels like to just barely miss a bus. So I'm so glad I caught this one. Anyway, thanks for coming with me on the walk. Obviously, I didn't get to explain much of what happened last night, or my situation for today. But it was fun putting together this little analogy about missing buses.